Back it up.
Why you can't back up?
I'm going
You're
here.
supposed to be right there.
You back it up.
Hello, welcome to Bus Driver Life. My name is Kiwan. I've been driving buses for almost 19 years now. That's a long time. But yeah, I drove school buses for a while and now I currently drive transit buses. On this channel, we talk a lot about the challenges that bus drivers face when they're dealing with passengers and traffic, but we're gonna take a look at bus drivers dealing with other bus drivers in a not so positive light. And we're gonna see how that looks from the perspective of the public because they are the ones that film this interaction.
I don't care. I'll take a picture of you. You keep your hands by you, okay? Yeah, keep your hands by you. You're not gonna touch me.
I'm telling you, don't take pictures of me.
I can take a picture of you. You blocked my whole street over here. Don't tell me.
Oh, that's his street?
I'm
He
Michigan. I
owns
kick
that
the
street?
action.
How am I gonna back up?
Back it up.
Why you can't back up?
I'm going
You're
here.
supposed to be right there.
You back it up.
I'm not backing up.
Stand right.
He was the right away, then you came stuck in. He was the right away, right there.
How was he the right of way?
Clean everything up for him.
How was he the
cleaned
right of way
everything
if
up
the
for him.
other bus was here? The bus when they turned, it was my light. It was my light. It was my light. It was my light. It was my light.
You made the turn, man, but look how you angled it.
Because there was a car right here. You didn't see the car that was right
Well,
here?
if it's a car like this, you're supposed to let him get wet out.
Back the bus up.
Wow. So one of the first things I'd like to talk about is the individuals who were there, the ones that are not the bus drivers, the pedestrians, the people that are filming. Let's talk about cameras. Situations like this are great examples of why a lot of times bus drivers are not a fan of or not fans of people filming us. Here's the thing, in public places, public situations, I believe in most cases you do have a right to film. So bus drivers, we have to be prepared for that. We can and will be filmed at any time. We cannot get upset at somebody for filming. However, if you are gonna film, don't be rude and stick cameras in people's faces. That's super rude. I totally understand why the bus driver was upset and irritated by that because you're up here sticking the camera in the dude's face. Like, why are you doing that? If you're gonna film, just stand back and just film. You don't have to be yelling stuff. You don't have to give directions, suggestions. Just be quiet and film and do what you're gonna do with the footage. And that's another thing. This is the social media age. So along with bus drivers being prepared for people to film us, also be prepared for people to upload that footage onto various social media platforms, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all of them, Snapchat. Like, people are going to film and they're going to upload this stuff and they're going to put their spin to it. Also, there was another guy I saw in that video that was fussing at the driver, telling him about how he should have turned the bus. Like, if you don't drive buses, let alone Arctics, like articulated buses, then, or some people call them bendy buses, then don't offer your opinion on how the driver should have turned because you don't truly know how they should have turned. You don't understand the things that we have to take into consideration when we are making turns. And from my understanding, that is a very busy intersection and it is a weird intersection. It's a challenging intersection. Just stand back and watch the situation unfold and relax. So I know you all are wondering, what is my opinion on the behavior of the bus drivers? Now keep in mind, this is New York. I'm not familiar with how New York bus drivers or how their system operates, so this is just purely my opinion. I've seen in some comment sections where this video has been posted from bus drivers that this is embarrassing, and I agree. The reason why I think it's embarrassing is because the public already has a very negative perception of bus drivers as it is, and this just adds more fuel to that fire. Whenever there's positive news posted about bus drivers, a lot of times it's overlooked, but when there's something like this that's posted, people take it and they run with it. So this does not help our cause at all.
You ain't lying.
People are gonna be like, see, I told you those bus drivers are mean, they're rude, they're inconsiderate, they're crazy. It's just really not a good look to see two bus drivers arguing and the buses are stopped and traffic is stopped and you have a whole audience. It's just not cool. So how can situations like this be avoided? Well, you can go back to your training. You have to make sure you look around, you have to look ahead, and you have to always leave yourself an out. Like, seriously, if you know you're gonna be approaching an intersection that's challenging and there's a lot of madness going on with cars being parked in the wrong place where they're not supposed to be, then you really do have to prepare for that. I'm not saying these drivers didn't prepare. I wasn't there. I didn't see how this all started. So I don't know who is actually at fault. I'm just saying, when you are approaching situations like this as bus drivers, we do have to make sure that we prepare for the worst pretty much and always leave ourselves a way out so that we don't have to back the bus. Because many public transit companies have very strict rules against bus drivers backing the bus. They do not want us to back the bus at all. If we do have to back the bus, then we need a spotter, but it can't just be anyone. It is preferred to be a supervisor, and if not a supervisor, then another driver, some sort of staff with the transit company, and then of course law enforcement. However, every transit system does things differently. But I think this really could have been avoided and the situation could have been handled better on behalf of the two bus operators. What I would have done is, regardless to whose fault it was, let's ignore all of these other people, the pedestrians, the people with the cameras. Just ignore them. Don't say anything to them. Just go to your coworker and let's come up with a plan that's going to allow us to get out of this situation. So one person needs to spot so that one of them can back up, so that both of them can get through and so the rest of traffic can get through. Don't even acknowledge all the other people on the sidelines yelling stuff and telling you how you should have turned. And one guy talking about, this is my neighborhood, you're blocking my street. I'm like, that's your street? Okay, you paid some money on the street. Maybe he did. Maybe he did. I don't know who the guy was filming. I don't know. He could be some rich multi-millionaire hotshot that owns that street. I don't know. But I'm just saying, just totally disregard everybody else. Figure out how we're going to make this situation right. And of course, you got to follow whatever the policy and procedures are. So if you have to call it in, which I'm sure you probably do, and let them know that you're going to have to back the bus and you have a spotter, it's going to be a fellow bus operator. And if they are allowed to do that, then do that so that we can get this situation rectified and it can be cleared up. So what do you all think about this situation, whether you're a bus driver or you're not a bus driver? If you're new to my channel, I hope that I've earned your subscription. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And thank you for watching Bus Driver Life.